Woo! Woo! Welcome, everyone. Let's turn the fan down a little bit. Welcome, everyone, to the Off Base Podcast, the podcast carefully crafted to remind you to suck a fat one if you think you're the only one. I'm your host. I'm the Rocky Mountain no-name Jackass. It's 15 degrees outside in the city of Aurora at 7:56 in the a.m. on Friday, March the 11th, 2022. The jaw. My wife's least favorite part of the podcast. Who can blame her? It's so disgusting. Why do you do that? Well, because I'm addicted. I was playing baseball when I was a young lad. All that being said, we're set to go. Actually, let me move things around a little bit here. Just a teeny tiny bit, yes? Yes. Sean Connery. Oh, speaking of which, we started watching the James Bond movies from the very beginning. Because I've never seen any of the Connerys. I grew up with Roger Moore. And then, we got Daniel Craig now. But I got to be honest, my favorite thus far is Timothy Dalton, man. That's right, Baron from Flash Gordon. Timothy Dalton. I thought he was the best combination of what Bond should be. And I hear they're considering Idris Elba for the next Bond, which would be cool. Because yes, he's a black dude, right? But it doesn't seem like they're trying to fit a black dude into a traditional white role. He just seems like he'd be a great Bond. So the ones we saw, what did we see? We saw Dr. No, From Russia with Love, and is it GoldenEye? I think we've seen 3 of them now. I think GoldenEye. So we got plenty more to go through, but I haven't watched one in a while. They definitely have made movies more exciting since back then. The one that my wife really loved was Dr. No with Ursula Andress in that bikini. She was like, "Oh my God, she's beautiful," and I'm like, "Yeah, she's beautiful." I could not agree with you more. That's actually a really good thing about my wife and I. We're both nearing 50 in age. So, we don't have time for petty nonsense shit anymore. We recognize when people are good looking, and we'll actually point it out to the other one and be like, "Yeah, that's a good looking dude, right? That's a good looking girl." We got no problem with that. My first wife, that was one of the main reasons why I split up with this woman. We'd be out to dinner in an open area mall where there are literally hundreds of people walking by. And she would monitor me for when I was looking at the good-looking women walking by. It's like, well, why wouldn't I? They're good-looking women. I got the Rocky Mountains in front of me right now. Now, if I didn't see these things on a daily basis, if I was only passing through, why would I not just be staring at them the whole time? They're beautiful. Now, I'm not going to go up and fuck them, right? Nor would I try, because that would be painful. But now, fucking another woman would not be painful. But I wouldn't try to do that. I'm with you. I'm married to you. So my current wife and I, we have just no problem recognizing physical beauty. How the hell did I get on this topic? Oh yeah, Ursula Andress. Which, when we did watch the movie, I went and Googled her just to see what the hell she's doing now, what she looks like now. And holy Jesus Christ, looks like an old bag. She married Harry Hamlin, Clash of the Titans, because they were in a movie together. Ursula Andress was Aphrodite. She was hot then, but she was like 40, and Harry Hamlin was like 20. So she got herself a younger piece ass over there. I love talking in the Boston accent, and one of the reasons why I do is to pay homage to my college years. I went to Providence College with a bunch of massholes over there. Marky. Anyway, what the hell we got going on today? Today is the big vacation day. Once the kids are done with school, we're going to bring them home. We're going to pack up that car. We're going to get the fuck out of here, man. We're going to Keystone. Going to ski. Which is very exciting. And then, so I got a couple errands that I got to run today in between doing my day job. I got to pick up ski equipment for my stepdaughter and my son. Because my wife and I and stepson, we have all rented for the season, but the other two, we didn't know if they wanted to snowboard this year or not. So we didn't rent them stuff for the season. So I got to go get their ski equipment. And then I have to run to the commissary because we are taking a bunch of food with us so that we may have sustenance and more money. Since anybody who knows, I said this the other day, anybody who has been skiing knows that it's very difficult to transport food up there, and as a result, restaurants and whatnot have to elevate their prices in order to compensate for getting the food there. So I'm like, I'm just busting out the cooler and we're taking, holy shit. I don't know if I noticed this or not, but there's all these houses. Feels like they sprung up since yesterday. Jesus Christ. And they got a ton of construction done. What the fuck? That's a lot of work. Holy hell. That's wild. Anywho. So I gotta do those two errands. I packed for me and the kids last night, as well as all of our snow gear, ski gear. That's all packed in one. The big yawn comes late. That's all packed in one gigantic suitcase. And then we'll shove all the toiletries in when they get home. And that bag is good. I'll get all the ski gear. And that'll be ready to go. And then I'll have the food packed in a cooler and some boxes. Always an exciting time when we go skiing. This will be our fourth time this season. We've gone for Thanksgiving. We've gone for Christmas when my sister-in-law brought my nephews in town. And we went for President's Day weekend, and now for spring break. It's going to be awesome. My only hope is that by the time we return from spring break, this fucking weather is going to start to cooperate, although I don't think it will. Schizophrenic weather patterns. Like we've had, it's 15 degrees right now, and it was even colder the last 2 days. We had below zero lows. It was like -8, -7. And then tomorrow we're supposed to have highs in the lower 60s. It's like a 70 degree swing. I don't know if schizophrenic as much as it is bipolar, and for my two podcast listeners, I apologize. You've heard me complain about this weather many times because it sucks. So then you may be saying to yourselves out there, well, why don't you just fucking move, you jackass? Well, we can't, because my wife's in the military, so we're stationed here until June or July of 2023. So we got another 15 fucking months to go. I think, is that right? Yeah, about 15 months to go. We could do it. I could do it, Mick. I could do it. I don't know if that's a quote from one of the Rockies or not. Oh, it's I can make it. That's from Predator. I can make it. That's what I was thinking of. So, stepson and I hit the gym last night. We had a very solid workout. It was traditionally our pool workout, P-U-L-L, not P-O-O-L. But because we're going to be in Keystone on Saturday is where we normally do legs. The focus of the workout is legs. So what we ended up doing, so all right, I'll back up. So Monday we usually do pool, Thursday we do push, Saturday we do legs. And the leg workout isn't like all leg exercises. We do squats, we do deadlifts, we do calf raises, and we do leg curls. But then we also throw in 3 other exercises. One for the back, we do cable rows. Oh no, 2 other exercises. We do cable rows, and there's one other in there, but it's not specifically a leg exercise. Oh, I gotta stop short. He stopped short. What TV show? That's right, Seinfeld. Hey, using my move on my wife? That was the Fusilli Jerry episode. Oh my God, what a great show. Anyway, back to the workout. Yeah. So because this Saturday, we're going to be out of town, I was like, all right, stepson, we are doing legs, chest, triceps, and shoulders. No, legs, chest, and triceps on Monday. All the pushing exercises. So I got a yellow light, and I'm going through a red. So we had an extended workout on Monday. We went for an hour and a half. And then yesterday, we did back, shoulders, and biceps. Now, normally when we do our pool routine, it's simply, and we get to the shoulders, we are focusing on exercises where you are pulling weight. So we do lateral raises. It's like pulling the weight up. And what the fuck's the other one? Oh, shoulder shrugs. All right. So we get to the end of yesterday's workout where, because we're not doing the leg day, we moved some of the exercises around, and we were also doing dumbbell shoulder presses, which is a push. And then at the end of the workout, and I should have known better, the very last exercise that we did yesterday was the clean and jerk. And man, it was tough. I love that exercise because it works the entire body, gets the blood pumping. Fucking love it. But after basically for 90% of the workout, other than dumbbell shoulder presses, for 90% of the workout, utilizing muscles that pull to finish the workout with something that pushes was really, really challenging. Like I couldn't even lock my elbows when I pushed the weight up over my head because my muscles were so used to pulling. And if I would have known better, we would have done clean and jerks in the very beginning of the workout after doing the deadlifts. That being said, my deadlifts were strong yesterday. I was deadlifting 205 pounds at 80 pounds on either side, kid. And I got 4 sets of 6 without any problem. So I'm going to be bumping the weight up next time around. Yeah, the funny thing about our pool routine, so yesterday we worked out for about an hour and a half as well. Normally we do 7 exercises, but we did 10, I think 11 yesterday. And similar to on Monday as well. We did 10 or 11, I can't remember how many. But we're in a gym, for a good hour and a half. Normally we're there for an hour. And with the pool routine, because it's, pushing's a different story, but on a pool routine, there's another thing I should have been aware of. By the time we got to the end of the workout, my grip strength was shot because we were doing all the additional movements. So it was tricky. I got calluses, man. But I'll be all right. First world problems. I'm gonna be good. I am hungry as hell. I made chili last night, and we had a lot left over, which is perfect because that's going to be one of our meals when we get to Keystone. We're also going to take our last Lou Malnati sausage pizza out of the freezer. And my wife and I will have that tonight. I'm going to get the kids probably like a tombstone or something like that. And heat that up for them so they can have that. So we'll have Lou's. And then tomorrow night we'll have the leftover chili. And then I'm going to, on Sunday, I'm going to do steak and potatoes for us. I have a couple of porterhouses in the freezer right now for me and stepson, and then I'll get my wife a very nice beef tenderloin. She enjoys the tenderloin. So I'll hook her ass up. Monday, I'm going to do a pasta out of the Disney cookbook. So I already got boneless, skinless chicken thighs for that one. It's a garlic cream sauce with prosciutto and garlic in the base. Very delicious. And we put chicken on it. And then on Tuesday, is that the last day? Tuesday? Oh yeah, I think it is. And then on Tuesday, the last day, we will just have any leftovers. So I'm also going to get a bunch of lunch meat. So we can have nice big sandwiches for lunch over there. Very much looking forward to it. And then we got to make sure that we're stocked up on the alcohol. Although I got to say, man, again, last night came home from the gym, I'm eating my chili, and alcohol was the furthest thing from my mind. I didn't even realize it until we got home, and my wife and stepdaughter and son were watching. What were they watching? Zookeeper with Kevin James. I didn't even notice until I sat down next to my wife on the couch. She had a glass of wine next to her, and that's when I was like, "Oh, she's drinking." Look at that. But I had no desire to have alcohol yesterday because we had such a deep workout, hour and a half. I'm trying to gauge what kind of soreness that I have, and I'm pretty good, man. Shoulders are feeling good, biceps are feeling good. So yeah. Let's see if I can get the turn before the light turns green the other way. Yay! Woo! Oh yeah, so yesterday was funny too. My wife was operating on a delay because we had bad weather. So she didn't go in until like 10 o'clock. So she was home she was working from the dining room table for a little bit. And as she was getting ready to go, she came up to me. She goes, were you promoted to a managerial position and you didn't tell me? And I smiled because I knew what she was referring to. I said, no, why? She said, because either you did and your paycheck is enormous, or you got a bonus. I said I got a bonus. And I didn't want to tell her because I got my manager told me like back on Monday and Tuesday, but I didn't want to tell her. I wanted it to be a surprise because she sold her Alabama house in December of last year. And we have to pay the taxes on that, the federal income taxes. She was a little worried that we weren't going to have enough to cover the tax bill in April, but it's looking like we're in good shape, which is nice. So I was very happy about that. I got a very nice bonus this past year. So yeah, here we go. Getting close to back on base, and nice partly cloudy skies today, more clear than partly cloudy, and the detail on the mountains looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now the resort that we're going to apparently is not as challenging as the terrain in Vail or in Beaver Creek, which were the other two resorts that we went to this past season, which is fine. You know, it's just going to be nice to get away, because in this fucking weather and because of this fucking pandemic, I've had so little adult interaction that just being able to get away, get outside, and do shit, you know, it's just going to be good for the soul, for the spirit. And then we come back and hopefully spring will start to take hold, and I'm about to get scanned. Morning.
Can I see the front?
You can.
Okay. Have a good one.
Thank you. So there it is. Back on base, ladies and gentlemen. And happy to be here, but not happy to be on base, but not happy with the weather. All right, stop complaining about the weather, you no-name jackass. All right, I will. I promise. I promise. Although it does suck. Anywho, let's see what's going on here as I round the corner. We're gonna get that view. Here it comes. Always after passing this lamppost. And there it is. Denver in the foreground with the mountains towering over them in the background. And you know, there's some pretty big buildings in downtown Denver, but not as tall as the mountains. Yeah, damn, son. For some reason, that's reminding me of The Lord of the Rings and the prelude to The Lord of the Rings, which is the Silmarillion, which is the history of the elves. For any of you nerds out there, because I'm one of you. There are two stories in the Silmarillion that are so fucking unique. Because, you know, there's certain plot lines that get repeated over and over and over again. But the two in the Silmarillion that really grab me are... I'm trying to remember if there's three. I can't remember if the story of Feanor is as unique as I remember it. The other one is the love story between my favorite love story of all time. Now I can't remember their names. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm getting so old. What a fucking idiot. Tenuvio, Luthien, Baron and Luthien. Oh, God. To reach back into the recesses for that one. I love that one. But one of the most unique plots that you'll ever find is the hidden city of... Oh, no, I can't remember this name. Is it Gondolin? Yeah, the hidden city of Gondolin in the Silmarillion. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. Also tragic as well. But so unique in its construction. And it's basically a city. The city is hidden within a mountain range, and if you do find it, I mean, the way Tolkien describes it is just a paradise. So when I looked at the mountains just now, I just thought, hey, is there a hidden city somewhere in the Rockies? You know, that is veiled from radar that you can't find. Oh, maybe it's Aspen. All right, there you go. That'll cap it off here for this Friday. I'm wishing everybody a great weekend. Take care of yourselves and each other. Hug your family if you haven't in a while, and I'll smell you on Monday.